Hey everyone, I am so glad you are here with me tonight. We are going to be doing all things opal, glitter, and rainbow tumbler. So if you are here live, I'm so glad to be doing this with you. If you are here on the replay, thank you so much for being here. There are timestamps, so if you move like the little bar as to how far, like when you want to watch the video, you can kind of skip around to see when it will be best for you. If you are here live, let me know in the chat if you can hear me before we go ahead and get things moving. I am a little sick. We've got a little cold going around the house, so I'm going to do my best. If I sound a little strange, that is why. And I'm not feeling the best, but it's okay. We're going to make it work. And Julia is here. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, just so I can make sure I'm not having any tech issues, because you guys know Leslie says it sounds good. Hello, Leslie. Glad you're here. I got a new computer. I got a new computer. So hopefully everything looks better this week as well. We'll see. So I'm so glad Brenda's here, and Diana and Eileen and Janet, Jasmine and Keisha's here, and Judy's here. Eileen, I am a little sick. Yeah, unfortunately, we have a little cold going through the house. So I had my little sicko kids today too. So it's okay. Stacy, hello from Windsor, Canada. Melissa, Tammy. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so let's get going. The cup I have here is spray painted, and I will be uploading the video of me spray painting. I just don't have it up there yet, so depending on when you're actually watching this, I will link it in the description box below, and it's not there at this moment, which is Thursday night. But if you're watching this in the future, you can check out all of the spray paint details will be in that video that I will be uploading here in the next couple days. But it was like raining yesterday, and today we're kind of sick, so I didn't get a chance to do it. But all of these are spray painted. This is what it looks like without glitter. I went with a pink and kind of a coral, a yellow, like a mint green, and a teal and a purple. So I sort of just walked around Menards. I don't know if you guys have a Menards. Let me know in the chat if you guys have a Menards. But they have the best spray paint wall aisle of all of the hardware stores. Like, we have a Lowe's, a Home Depot, we have an Ace Hardware. We've got like anything you could imagine in my town. But the Menards has the best selection of spray paint. So I literally just walked through and like grabbed them all at the same time. It was amazing. So I will talk more again in that video about the specific spray paints. But for now, for this one, I used a rainbow. I've got a bunch of cups here just with different colors. Danny, hello. And Sue, hi. Thanks, Brenda. I appreciate that. Tabitha's here. Yeah, no Menards in Canada. So these two tumblers have two different glitters on them, but they're very, very similar. Of course, the paint is going vertical on this tumbler right here, but the actual glitter itself is a little bit different. So I can't decide which one I like more. I think I like the horizontal paint, but I do like this glitter right here. And let me tell you about these two glitters. So the one on this tumbler right here is called Hello Gorgeous, and it is actually gorgeous. I highly recommend it. This is from Glitter Heart Company. If you guys checked out my video from Tuesday, I posted a keychain tutorial. I used this glitter as well. This is what is on this cup, and I actually just kind of sprinkled it on. I will do a demo here in a minute, but this glitter is on this cup. And then I used this golden opal from Sass & Crafts, which is like, I think like the OG like cheat opal glitter, because when I first started Tumblers like 2.5 years ago, like this was the one everybody was using to do tumblers like this. Like this is how everybody did their cheat glitter. So this golden opal, this is the fine blend. What I do like about this one is I love it. It works amazing, but they at Sass & Crafts have a chunky, they have the fine blend, they have a fine, so you can get like all the different sizes, which just gives you different looks. But I will say it is very, very similar. It's like almost the same. Like these are basically the same. I think that the golden opal is a little bit softer. Like I think there might be some silver pieces in this Hello Gorgeous. I feel like the Sass & Crafts golden opal is a little softer, which I really, really like. So again, they pretty much look the same, but just slightly different. And most companies now have opal glitters, okay? So the other one that I have been using a lot is, this is another chunky, which is called Anna. This is more of a chunky. Let me see if I can get this to focus. But it definitely has some like pink and blue kind of hues to it. This is like one of my absolute favorite chunky whites. And this is from Painted Valley Designs. And they have this Anna, and they have a fine one. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing white if you guys are looking for one. But almost all companies have like an opal at this point. I'm just going to catch up on the chat. No, a lot of people don't have Menards, but Melissa has a Menards. Yes, isn't it great? The Crystalette Company is in the house, y'all. Say hello. I don't know. I think it might be David. Is it David or Dorinda, or maybe both? You can also use a fine opal. So this cup was spray painted. Both of these cups have the exact same spray paint on them. This one has done nothing. And this cup just has a fine opal on it. So you can still see the paint through it, but it has the same glitter on the whole cup, but it picks up what's underneath it. And I used, for this one, I used Opal 1.0 from Glitzy Creations. And I don't know if any of you guys caught my live stream on Instagram last week or 2 weeks ago, that I didn't save it because I lost it, unfortunately. But I used that glitter as well. So then here's another one that the paints are slightly different. This one doesn't have any pink on it. But again, using that same glitter. So just a fine opal glitter like allows your paint to come through, so you can still see the paint underneath, but you also have that glitter sparkle. So it's just an alternative to doing multiple different colors of glitter, right? That's why they call it a cheat glitter. Yeah, so that's what the general gist of opals are. But I will say, I tried to do the tack it method on this one with this fairy tale glitter called Twilight New Moon. It didn't work that well. I was trying to use their glue, and it doesn't look great, but the glitter's pretty, so that's another option. But it looks the exact same as this Pinot from Glitter Heart Company. So most companies have like this style. They're like probably all coming from the same manufacturer. I don't know. So anyway, whatever your go-to glitter company is, they probably have an opal that you can use. However, the main thing is that a chunky and a chunky mix and a fine are going to look a little bit different. Does that make sense? You guys have any questions on that before I actually get into glittering some cups? I have a ton over here that we need to put some glitter on. Let me make some room. See, I've got all of these ready for us. How about that? I have this one too. Brenda got her Tumbler kit. Yay! That's so exciting, Brenda. I hope that you get to play with it this weekend, and you're going to love it. Message me if you have any questions at all. I will probably be around. I'm pretty quick to answer on Instagram most days. Okay, so we're going to take a vote. Do we want to do, okay, let me know in the chat. Do we want to do a fine glitter or a chunky? Fine or chunky first? That's going to be step number 1. Fine or chunky? We've got time. We've got some time for all of these. They're going to take only like a minute each, so we've got time. Fine or chunky? Let me know in the chat while I sort of move things around and get ready. Mallory, you just watched one of my videos. Well, Mallory, I'm so glad you're here. I have a ton of videos on this channel, and Cody, thank you so much for the kind words. I am glad that you are here, and you guys, let's do chunky. Okay, I want to do a fine on this one. Let's do a chunky on these two. No. I don't know yet. We're going to do the purple and the blue. Okay, so we'll do chunky first. We're going to do both of them. We're going to do one with the Hello Gorgeous and one with the golden opal, and then later we will do the fines. Okay, so one of the reasons I wanted to do the chunky on this one is because I have a fine glitter, right, on a kind of a matching one, so we can see the difference. So let's start with this Hello Gorgeous because you guys, it's actually for reals gorgeous. And Freely Smile, I'm so glad you're here. Opal 2.0 and a tie-dye tumbler. Yes, you guys, it's fun. Like, doing the glitter ombres is fun, like with multiple different colors of glitter. Like, I was going to do a cheat on this one, but I think I'm going to actually do a bunch of different glitters to kind of do, it's like a sunset little can koozie. But because I messed up the spray paint a little bit, I'm not going to use an opal, but it's a little bit more work, and it just gives a different look. So it's just kind of nice to have options when we're doing this. So I will say, I'm going to show you as we do it. For this one, I am going to sprinkle on the chunky. This is like a chunky mix. It's kind of like a fine blend. It's not really that chunky, but more of a fine blend. I'm going to be sprinkling it on. So it just gives it some sparkle, but it's not like fully covered. Just like the one I did. Just like this one. I'm going to do the exact same technique on this one. Which gives it's just a different look. And then I'll show you what it looks like kind of when we get like full coverage. But basically, the more glitter that you use, the less of your base paint that you're going to see. Whether I spray painted these because it's just been nice out, so I've been outside, but you can use the Flippin' Awesome paints or the Crystalite paints, which are amazing. You can totally base paint with those first too. I've just, I don't know, been using up a bunch of spray paint that I already had. So, the more glitter you put on this, the less you're going to see the paints. So you kind of have to ask yourself, like, do you want the glitter to speak for your tumbler, or do you want your paint to speak for your tumbler? Does that make sense? Lisette, good evening. Judy, it's your first live. I'm so glad you're here. I wish I had like some music that I could be like, yay, first live. Okay, to spray paint the tumbler, do I have a tutorial? I do not, but I plan to have one that will be uploaded hopefully tomorrow. So hopefully tomorrow I will have a tutorial. It was just raining yesterday, and today I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't get it done. But I will absolutely be filming the rainbow spray paint and uploading it tomorrow, maybe Saturday. So I am brushing on my bright tone. Those of you who hang out with me every week, you know that I prefer to apply my glitter with the bright tone, but you absolutely could use the glitter glue. It's just a personal preference for me at this point. And I also like to use a brush because I just feel like I get better coverage. It's just what I've been doing for the last, I don't know, I'm coming up on 2 years using Crystalac, so it's just where I'm at. I like to use bright tone, but you can totally 100% use the glitter glue. It's just personal preference. Okay, so once I get my bright tone on, I am going to just sprinkle on this glitter. I'm gonna grab, oh, excuse me. Sorry. I'm just gonna grab a little cup because I'm going to take my fingers. Here, sorry, have I been out of this picture this whole time? Okay. I'm going to just sprinkle this on, okay? I'm going to try to get it so maybe if I move it up here. And I'm just sort of like sprinkling it on. See? And when you do this, you want to be like careful. It obviously doesn't need to be perfect, but you don't want it to clump up anywhere. Like you don't want some spots to be heavier than others. I mean, unless you like that look, that's fine too. But I'm literally just pinching, like making it snow on my cup. And you can totally add as much or as little as you'd like. There's no like right or wrong way to do this. That's kind of the beauty of these. They're all just unique and turn out how they turn out. Okay, I'm just gonna sprinkle it on the bottom. Okay, so that is one method, okay? This Hello Gorgeous glitter, like really, it's just really pretty glitter. So you don't need a lot of it. You can totally add as much as you want. I will say it has some like silver in it, so it's not completely like translucent, but it's really pretty. Okay? So that's one way. Let me, okay, so then here, next to the fine glitter, like you can see the paint in both of them, right? But they just have a little bit different of a look. Okay, I'm just going to get this on my turner real fast. Okay, and then I'm gonna clean this up. So that's one method. The Montana Gold, Courtney said she tried the Montana Gold spray paints. I'll have to try those out. I pretty much use Rust-Oleum exclusively if I spray paint. I don't love the Krylon, but I will use it if I have to. Okay, so now we're going to do this purple with this pink, okay, because I have kind of a similar one over here with a fine glitter. So now we're going to do a chunky, and we're going to do the other one that I have, and I'm going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to, where did it go? Oh, right here. We're going to use the golden opal which is a fine blend. It's basically the same size cut as the Hello Gorgeous that I just used, but it doesn't have the silver in it. It's a little bit softer. I think I like it a little bit better, but again, totally personal preferences. They're both beautiful. So we're going to hope for the best here. I was having issues with this pink spray paint, kind of rejecting my bright tone. So we're going to see how it goes. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Okay, it looks fine. Just remember, if you do spray paint, you need to let it dry for 48 hours before you add any Crystal products, whether that's bright tone or glitter glue or any paints or anything like that. But if you don't want to wait that time for it to gas off, use the Crystal paints. You could totally recreate all of these cups with that. So Cody, if I don't spray paint, I'm using the Crystal paints. I really, really like the Flippin' Awesome paints, but I will also mix up my own colors with the Universal White and their pigments. You can make your own custom colors, and they only take 4 hours to dry, so it would make this whole process a little bit faster. Okay, so I am going to do this golden opal, but I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm not going to sprinkle it on. I'm going to like do it like I would any other cup. And I'm just going to let it fall down the cup and get a little bit more full coverage. Ooh, this is pretty. I'm making a mess. Okay, so you can see that you kind of can, I don't know, can you guys like see what I see? That you can still see the pink and it going to that dark purple, but it's much more focused on the glitter. So it is gorgeous. Like, this is a gorgeous glitter on a gorgeous cup. But compared to like sprinkling it on, you just see a little bit less of the paints. Does that make sense? Like, so it really just depends what kind of look you're going for. I think they're both equally pretty. This is just, I mean, it's just, this glitter. This golden opal is, I think I like it more. I'm going to just say it. I like it more. But this, I mean, come on, you guys. Like, come on. This is so pretty. And then I will just tap this, any excess off. And I do like to take, for the, like, chunkier cups, I like to take a gift card and just tap it down just to get it nice and flat. Optional, you can wait to do this as well. I missed a little spot right here. You guys see that? But I'll touch it up later. I never have luck, and I missed a little spot right here. So I'm gonna let this dry. And then I will like dab on a little in these spots, and then I'll just like sprinkle some on. But I never have luck doing it while it's still wet. It just never works for me. So yeah, you guys, this is golden opal from Sass & Crafts, and you can get it. They have it in like all different sizes. This was like my very first glitter purchase, I think. Like when I first bought glitter, this is why I don't have a lot left. 10 out of 10, recommend. Holy cow. Okay. Let's clean this up. Yes, okay, everybody agrees. It's beautiful. But you guys kind of see what I'm saying. Like, when you use a chunkier glitter, and if you use more glitter, the focus sort of shifts from the paint to the glitter. So if you're doing like a tie-dye tumbler, or you just want to add a little bit of shimmer, that might not be your best option, although you will be able to see the colors. The focus is on the glitter, not on what's under it at that point, in my opinion. Okay, so I think I want to do another one with this. I think I want to do this rainbow with this same glitter, because I'm just like really feeling it. Is that okay, you guys? Let me know. I can use a different glitter, but I'm just like really obsessed right now. We'll do I have another cup. We'll do a fine glitter on that one. Let me know in the chat if you guys are okay with me doing this same one. We can compare. Yeah, this is a good idea. At least I think so. Again, I'm brushing on Bright Tone. If you guys are just joining, or if you're skipping around on the replay, I am brushing on my Bright Tone. This is just how I prefer to add glitter. You can use glitter glue as well, or you can use your finger. And you guys, you also can apply this on your turner, right? You can have your cup spinning while you do this. That's also totally fine. I do not like putting glitter on while my cup is spinning. It does not work for me, so I don't do it. But it might be better for you, so that's kind of just where practice and personal preference come in. Okay, so I'm going to do this one more time. You can kind of do the same thing too if you wanted to sprinkle this one on. If you wanted to do it that way to have it a little bit less, like I'm going to do it in the same way, because I'll show you. I'm going to do it the same way because on the other one that I have, I sprinkled it, and we can compare and contrast. But I will be spray painting a couple more rainbows tomorrow, so I can upload the tutorial on how to spray paint and to give you all the information on what colors that I used. So we can also revisit this and do more. Yeah, big fan of this glitter. So you can totally still see all of the colors underneath this glitter. And here's the same one that I just sprinkled on. So let's see. Let's try to find it. So you can kind of see a little difference. This one was sprinkled on, this one right here, and this one obviously I just blobbed it on. So you can do whatever you want. I think on one you should do the waterfall effect. Yeah, I could do that. Except for maybe, I don't know about on any of these, only because I have plans for these. Yeah, so this golden opal is amazing. I haven't used it in forever, so like I'm super excited that, I don't know why I haven't used it, I just haven't. Probably because I have like 900 other bottles of glitter. But yeah, definitely recommend. And then like it's sort of, what I like about the chunkier one too, versus even just a fine glitter, is that it will cover up a little bit more of like an imperfection too. Like if your paint isn't perfect, like my paints are not perfect by any means, it can kind of help blend it. Whereas the fine glitters, I'll show you, I'm going to do a fine on this one. Like, okay, we'll see what happens. So I have a little like of this pink right here, and I'll show you what it looks like with this fine glitter. These kind of look the exact same. Let me know which I should use, the Pinot or the Opal 1.0. Let me know in the chat. They look the exact same. I think they're the same. And it would be also the same as this other one that I have. All three of these are like the same. Cindy, if you cannot spray paint where you live, you can use the Crystalac paints. Let me know. You guys let me know in the chat if you want to use the Opal. Okay, we'll do Opal. Okay, wait. What was I saying? Okay. If you cannot spray paint where you live, which I cannot the good portion of the year, you can use the Crystalac paints. What if at some point over the next week or so, I can't make any promises, that I try to come up with recipes for these colors that I've been using on these rainbows. I don't know if I can get exact, but like a darker pink, a coral, a yellow, a mint. So let me know if you want these colors and like recipes for Crystalac paints. Let me know. I can work on that. Yeah, Julia, I think there's gotta only be a handful of like glitter manufacturers, right? Like where they're actually like making the glitter. So I'm pretty sure they're all the same. So yeah, let me know in the chat if recipes for these kind of summer rainbowy colors are something that you want, and I can get to testing. I think what I will do is I will work on that over the next week or so. I will get my little science gear ready, right? And make sure you get on the email list, because I think that's who will get it first. So if you're not on my email list for my tips on Tuesdays, I think that would be a great Tuesday tip, a nice recipe download for you. And then I can also, of course, make a video. Okay, so this tumbler has like a darker pink, a light pink, and a blue. And I got this color scheme idea from Starbucks. They had a cup like this. Literally, the cup looks just like this at Starbucks. It looks the exact same, so that's cool. Yeah. And so you can get Marin. They'll probably be a little bit more on the pastel side, but we're going to do our best and we're going to see what happens. Brenda, I know you are. You're like an OG on that list, and I love that. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing, and if you guys are just hopping on, I am brushing on my bright tone. This has been spray painted, and I have waited I don't know, I've waited like a week for this, but you just need to wait 48 hours. I will be working on some paint recipes to send to my email list to get these rainbow colors. I will totally get started on that this weekend. And then I am going to put on a fine glitter. I already did, that was kind of a lot. I already did some chunky, so if you're just catching me right now, you might want to catch the replay where I did a couple of chunkies, and we decided that the golden opal from Sass & Crafts is a good opal glitter. We decided. Yeah, this definitely looks like a bomb pop. Julia, you're totally right. So the other day, my three-year-old, 3.5, she glittered a tumbler with me. She glittered 2. And I totally tried to video the first one, but I didn't press record. And then on the second one, I got it on video, but I don't have any sound. But it was so cute. So I got to share that with you guys somewhere, because if she can glitter a tumbler, you can glitter a tumbler. Although, I mean, she had my help, but still. Okay, so I'm going to use Opal 1.0, and I am going to do more of a sprinkle and instead of kind of like letting it a lot come out. I know it's kind of hard. I wish I could move my hand out of the way. But I'm just going to lightly sprinkle this on. I don't want to use too much, because again, the more glitter you use, the less you can see the paint colors, but it just changes the way it looks. I mean, you just kind of have to decide what you like. But you want to get like an even coat. That's the one challenge if you're going to go kind of like the sprinkle method. You might get more glitter in some spots, and so I kind of accidentally did that, so it is fine. It's fine. I don't really have any plans for this particular cup. See? Whoops. Okay. That's okay. I'm gonna tap it off. Okay, now it really looks like a bomb pop. Okay, so let's find that little red spot right there. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but there's like a little spot right there from my spray paint that you can totally still see underneath this glitter. So I'll put a decal on there. Maybe I'll put like some popsicle something or other. We'll see. But you can kind of see I didn't do the best job here. Like it's a little bit thicker like right there. But once this is dry, I will dry brush this extra off. So it might end up working out. You know, we'll see. It's okay. All right, so... Oh, no. That's okay. Oh. Do you guys have any questions about using opals and doing the rainbow? Again, the rainbow colors, spray paint colors, will be in the spray painting video coming very soon. I will also work on some Crystalac paints to match this, kind of. It's not going to be an exact match, but it might be a little bit. It'll be cool. It'll be unique. Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? This is like, I needed this cup like last weekend for the 4th of July, but that's fine. That's fine. Next week, I'm hoping to do a, the Marabou marbling paints, to do a hydro dip. I want to do that next week live. I'm hoping I can get a cup glittered and smooth for that. So let me know if the hydro dip with the marbling paints is something you guys want to see. And the vinyl, this vinyl is Cricut. This is the Cricut textured vinyl. It's in the silver. It's the Cricut textured. Here, let me get it. Ooh, right there. I really like it. It's obviously more expensive than other vinyl, and it's Cricut brand, so it's, you know, below average quality, but in terms of weeding and stuff, it's not the best, but it is pretty good, and I just like the way it looks. All right, I will post the results of these tumblers on Instagram, of course, so make sure you're following me there. Make sure you get on the email list. It's in the description of this video if you want to be the first to grab those paint recipes. Hopefully it all works out anyway. And next week I'm going to try to do the hydro dip. Tuesday's video, that is the pre-recorded video tutorial that is coming out on Tuesday, will be all about setting up my sublimation printer. So yeah, if any of you guys are interested in sublimation, Tuesday's video is going to be kind of like a sublimation 101, how to set up your printer, and then I will walk you through like my first project. I'm still kind of honing in on the tumblers, the sublimation tumblers. I only made one so far, and it was kind of didn't turn out that great. It's like fine, but not that great. But I made some coasters that are really, really cool. So I'll walk through how to set up the printer and just like the basics, and then I will release a few more tutorials after that. And then we will do the marbling paints next week, Thursday. And yeah, so make sure you guys connect with me on Instagram and email and all of that. So good. I'm glad. Saying yeses all around for the hydro dip. Let's hope I can make it work. It will be my first time doing it, so there's a very, very real chance that it is a fail. But we're going to do it together because it'll be more fun that way. Okay? So thank you guys for being here so much. I look forward to this day every week to hang out with you guys. So thank you. And I will see you next week.